Hi there, Flora Sage here. So, what is this magic pill that everyone is seeking? Everyone is hoping to find. This magic pill is the next weight loss fad that's really going to work for them. That next sales funnel that's going to bring them six figures. That next thing that's going to help their relationship. So today we're going to debunk what that actually is, and I'm going to teach you how to create and solve and find that magic pill that will help you get out of frustration in your life and in your business. So the magic pill that everyone is seeking doesn't exist in the form that they think it does. But what it actually is the basics. It's the basics of things. So in life, the basics are you getting enough sleep? Are you getting enough exercise? Are you getting enough food and water? Are you getting enough connection with those people that actually matter in your life? Really ask yourself that. In your business, what is your niche? Are you giving value around that niche? Do you have something to sell around that niche that helps to solve a problem of your clients? And then are you asking for the sale? That's huge because so many people, like I said, they're looking and wanting that next magic pill, that formula that's going to help them with that next big breakthrough. But if you're not doing the basics, you're going to go nowhere. You're going to go nowhere. Tony Robbins recently had his Unleash the Power Within 4-day virtual event. Typically this is a big in-person, to do. But since COVID and all the other stuff, he had a virtual event. And on day 4 of his event, it was all about health and wellness. So here's Tony Robbins, one of the biggest gurus of our time. And do you know what he had to share with all of us about health and wellness? His secret sauce: oxygen, water, elimination, or pooping. How basic is that? Water, oxygen, and elimination. Are you breathing throughout the day? Most people just breathe up here. Most people do not breathe those deep, deep belly breaths. Those of you who have taken any of my meditation classes, those of you who have taken pretty much any of my classes, you know that we start the class with a short meditation and we do a deep wave breath. We breathe in through our nose and allow our belly to rise and our chest to rise. We deep, deep, deep breathe at the beginning and the end to really allow yourself to go, oh yeah, this feels really good. When you breathe deeply, your whole body responds because most people are deprived of oxygen because we breathe so shallowly. Water. How much water do you get a day? This is 1.5 liters, okay? How much do you get? We're comprised so much of water. When you don't get it, we are electrical beings, okay? And electrical impulses and pulses and currents are sent through water. So when you are dehydrated, it jacks with everything. It jacks with your cognitive abilities or your abilities to think. It messes with your ability to have speech and speak recollection and recalling thoughts and things that you want to say and ideas. Helps you be more articulate. And it allows you to help eliminate the stuff in your body that is not meant to be there, aka it will help you poop. And that's, like I said, that's the third thing that he shared. And so if you're bound up, you could have all kinds of other issues going. But breathe so that you can get the oxygen, have your water, and make sure that you poop at least once a day, okay? So why am I sharing what Tony Robbins said? Because regardless, so every expert was a beginner. Every expert that you see on the interwebs, that you see in person, that you see in a class, they all are They all started as a beginner. They all started learning the basics. Beethoven, Bach, all those people learned their scales. They learned where to put their fingers. First, they learned this is a keyboard. These are the different keys. This is where you put your fingers. And here, this is how you play the notes. And with that, then they learned the rules. They learned the scales. They learned different note combinations. And when you learn the basics, you can take the basics and just expand exponentially and create masterpieces. And so often I see people skip over the basics. Yeah, I know that. Just tell me how I can make 6 figures in my business, or just tell me how I can do this or that. Well, if you're not doing the basics well, if you haven't mastered the basics, giving you the formula on how to do 6 figures is going to fail. It's not going to work for you because you're not even doing the basics well. Teaching you how to have a fabulous relationship is not going to do anything if your communication isn't well. And communication is a key foundational basic piece for a good, solid relationship. That is a basic, bare bones, basic key. Okay, that was the UPS guy, but he's not waiting for me. He's walking back to his truck. So you have to get back to basics. So today, if you feel like you're wishing and hoping and praying for this magic pill, that something is going to happen, this little secret sauce, this little secret something that's going to help your business create 6 figures for you, or have a fabulous relationship, or get out of debt, or lose weight, or do all these things, ask yourself, am I even doing the basics? Do I know how to do the basics? If not, you need to go back to square one. And yes, I said need. Typically, I don't use absolutes like that. But yes, you do need to go back to basics. If you're in debt, you need to go back to the basics of money. This is cash money, okay? This is your checkbook. Do you know how to balance your checkbook? Do you know what's coming in? Do you know what's going out? You need to learn basics of things. For exercise, for nutrition, do you know basic exercises? Do you know basic nutrition? Do you know what your body needs and you know what it's craving? Do you know what that means? Do you know how to build a website? Do you know what you want to talk with people about on the internet? If you're a business owner, what do you want to talk about? Cool. What problem do you solve for people? Then create a product or program that solves that, and then ask people to buy it. But you got to give value too. And so there's so many secret sauces. There's so many promises out there that people are making. But again, if you're not doing the basics, you're not going to see results. You're not going to see lasting results, because everything rests on the basics. Everything rests on your foundation of what you know, and that those basics should not be ignored. Should not be ignored. I know sometimes for some people, they feel like they're going backwards. Well, I don't want to learn. I don't want to go back to the basics because it's so basic. I want the advanced stuff. But I really want you to hear this today. Hear it, hear it, hear it, hear it, hear it, hear it. Regardless of how advanced your stuff is, if you skip over the basics or don't do them, that's your foundation. This advanced stuff is going to collapse and is going to follow through. It's going to fall through. So in order for you to build anything of substance that is going to last, whether it is being debt-free, having a 6-figure-a-year business, having an amazing relationship, whatever it is, losing weight, you have to learn the basics first and then build on that. Okay? So today, check your life. Just check your life. Just ask yourself, where am I at in my life? Just do a little bit of a recall. Do a little bit of a journaling exercise. You can grab your notepad, Grab a pen. How are my relationships? How's my exercise? How's my health? How is my business? How are my finances? How's my sleep? And really do a self-assessment. And then ask yourself in those areas of your life that you feel like you are really kind of praying for that secret sauce, the little magic pill that you wish just somebody could wave a wand and everything would be better. Just say, am I even doing the basics in this area of my life? Again, experts started as beginners. Experts started as beginners. And the true experts always go back to the basics. Anytime they revamp, they revive, they refresh their business, they always go back to the bare bones basics. Why am I doing what I'm doing? What is the legacy that I'm hoping to leave on this planet? What is my why? What is my mission? Why am I here? And do I have something? Do I have a solution to a problem that somebody else has? Do I have a program that can support that? And am I asking people to buy it? Okay, it's super simple. Be of service, have something that can support your clients and say, here, buy it. It's so simple, it's so easy. But because it's so easy and so basic, people don't want to do it. Well, I shouldn't say that. You all are different. I always attract high achieving women. I always attract those people that are just like in it to win it. And so, but the good majority of people don't want to do the basics because it's beyond them. It's beyond them. So if you're still watching this video, I know that you are one of those people that absolutely is willing to go back and say, okay, let me look at the basics. Let me see what I'm not doing that I used to do, and let me revisit that. And I guarantee you, when you revisit the basics and you start to reapply those basics in your life and in your business, if you have a business, things are going to start to work out. Things that were out of whack are going to start to go boop, and get smooth. They're going to start to settle down. You're going to start to feel more calm. You're going to start to see a lot less anxiety, because I know there's been a lot of anxiety on the planet because people are forgetting about the basics. So today, reevaluate where you're at, go back to the basics, and take comfort. Please take comfort in knowing that when you go back to the basics, all this stuff here that kind of feels a little bit shaky, what you're doing is you're readjusting your foundation. You're making it even more firm. So what feels a little shaky all of a sudden then goes, oh, okay, I'm back on solid ground. Boom. And it's going to be even more solid and even more epic. So I hope that this serves you today. If it has served you and you feel that someone that you know in your community might need to hear this message today, what I want you to do is share it with them or pop their name in the comments and have them watch this. If you want my one-on-one help about how you can shift your life, going from like not knowing what the basics are and really starting to learn the basics, I actually have a program called the 1 Degree Shift Method. This is the subject of my 7th book. We actually have a program. We've got all kinds of great stuff about the 1 Degree Shift Method. But I'm offering some free consultations for people who really want to start to get clear about just what exactly do I need to be doing in my life in order to start seeing a shift, in order to see and feel this shift happen and take place so that I don't feel so wonky, so I don't feel so out of whack, so maybe I don't feel so shaky. And this consultation, this free session is going to help you gain the clarity that you need in order to really start to know exactly what that next step for you is. So if you want my private one-on-one help, what I want you to do is click the link below in the comments or in the description, and I want you to book a free session with me because I really want to help you figure out what that is for you. Everybody's just a little bit different, but the basics are the basics, okay? They really don't change a whole lot. So Alicia said, you can learn info. You can learn info from the basics. Yes, when you do the basics, when you lean into those bare bones basics, what happens is you can start to see and feel what you're skipping over, what you're not doing, what you are doing well, and why you feel like you want to skip over stuff. Sometimes when we're doing the basics, it can bring up some stuff for us. It can bring up some emotional things, some spiritual things, some things that maybe we're not comfortable with. Perfect. Lean into that. And this is probably a whole nother class, but lean into those things that maybe make you feel a little bit uncomfortable and say, okay, why is this making me feel uncomfortable? What is it bringing up for me? And again, a lot of it typically is because your ego is telling you, oh, you're much more advanced than this. But again, if you talk to any of the 1%ers, any of those people that have it made, they're successful, they got it going on, they're probably, I can guarantee you this, they're going to ask you about the basics. Well, are you doing this? Are you doing this? Are you doing this? That's what makes the expert an expert. They know the value and the how priceless the basics are, and they're constantly reevaluating to make sure that they are doing the basics well. Then you can build on that. So I hope that this serves you. Again, if you want my private one-on-one help with this, click the link below in the comments or the description of this video, and I will see you on our private call. I love you, and I hope that this serves you today. Mwah. Bye.